we are live. We are live. We are here with another one. You already saw the thumbnail. All right. If you clicked on the video, Dana White not happy with how the pound for pound rankings is taking place. So Dana White promises to build a system that's better than what they have right now. Because what they have right now is where the media controls the pound for pound rankings, and Dana White wants to change that. He says the pound for pound rankings is ridiculous. He got into a little dispute, a little banter, with one of the media guests when they asked him a question, and the question was about Khalil Roundtree and his ranking. I guess he didn't move in his ranking. He stood 8th ranked, and Dana White thought that was ridiculous, just because they have Alex Pereira ranked as number 2 pound for pound. So if you was, I guess what he was saying, what Dana White was saying is, Khalil Roundtree was winning on the scorecards prior to him getting knocked out. Yes, Alex Pereira did knock him out, but Khalil Roundtree brought the fight and he was winning. So why would he not, move up in ranking? Which is it's a understandable argument, to be honest. It really is. It's an understandable argument, man. And as far as Dana White, he wants to change things. He wants to change things, and I think it's for his best. You know what I mean? I really do. I really do. But I think the UFC overall needs some major adjustments. To be real, I really do think they need some major adjustments. I mean, compared to what I used to watch, back in the day, when I first started watching UFC and first became a fan of mixed martial arts, totally different day and night, man. It really is. How you doing? How you doing? If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. It doesn't take that much energy to give me a little thumbs up. You already know. Boy VK, hi. How you doing? How you doing? Hopefully you having a blessed day. Yeah, man, sure. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. How are you? Silent Boy, I'm doing good, man. I can't complain. I really can't complain. I got air in my lungs, and I got a beating heart, so I'm doing great, man. How are you doing? How are you doing? Hello, everybody. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe, okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I'm from the United States. I'm from the United States, guys. Like and subscribe, guys. It doesn't take that much energy to give me a little thumbs up, all right, and a little subscription. So what you streaming about? Right now, I'm streaming about the UFC and how Dana White, he wants to make some major adjustments on the pound for pound rankings. That's basically the gist of this little video that I wanted to do real fast, because I thought it was important, all right? Because that does change a lot of things. That gives the UFC even more control over their company, especially if they're in control over their rankings. So I wonder how they're going to go about that. You know what I mean? I wonder how they're going to go about that. I wonder what changes that, Dana White is going to come up with, and what system they're going to use. Because as of right now, the system that they're using is very, very expensive. All right. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, guys. Thank you so much. All right. Give me a little thumbs up. Give me a little subscription, okay? You won't be disappointed. But it's very expensive, the system that the UFC is using, To be a UFC fan these days, give me a kiss. What? As soon as I read that, my hand just turned into a fist. I'm like, what? Oh my God. But yeah, man, right now, to be a UFC fan, you have to make some money. You really do. You got to make some money, man. You can't be no broke fella being a UFC fan. You really can't. You have to pay for UFC Fight Pass, okay? And not only do you have to pay for that, but you have to pay for ESPN Plus, okay, for that subscription. And not only do you have to pay for that, but you also have to pay for the pay-per-view. And they have like, you know, damn near close to, you know, 13 pay-per-views, and all of them are almost $100. I stopped watching UFC since they left DirecTV and went on to ESPN. Respect, respect. Thank you so much. Yeah, I totally get it, man. I totally get it, man. You know, I remember I used to have DirecTV long ago, long ago. But it was expensive. DirecTV I thought was expensive at the time when I had it. It was really really expensive. I thought it was ridiculous. I thought it was atrocious actually, especially that it would rain and storm and you know your service will go out. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, guys, like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Oh, they took my like. They took my like. They took my thumbs up. They took it. Oh man, why are you gonna do that to me, man? Why are you gonna take my like that? But yeah, man, it's a conversation to be had, man. It's a real conversation to be had, especially when we're talking about, a company who they already have issues. The UFC is already in court for, having issues with, monopolizing and paying, their fighters the right amount of money that they deserve. We had DirecTV when we had that big OI dish sitting outside. Yeah. That's exactly how my mine was. Yeah, we had a big old dish outside of our house. I thought it was ridiculous. And actually, it was my first time actually seeing a dish like that because that was the first time I came to Florida. So yeah, or to the south, should I say? But yeah, guys, it's expensive being a UFC fighter. It really is, and now, you know, the UFC trying to figure out this ranking system. It's like, okay, what more, what more control do you have to take? You're almost like Vince McMahon. You know what I mean? Where you're a control freak. And I totally understand. I totally understand. The pound for pound rankings is mm, is a little iffy at times. You know what I mean? But for the most part, man, I think what the UFC needs to do is focus in on their fighters. I don't know what they've been doing lately. They've been really lacking in the promotion side of things. They're not promoting fighters like they used to. You know, and it's the same old system: rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. They have a pay per view, they have embeddeds, and then they have countdowns. It's like rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And I think they need to change that because you know, for a person like me, I've been a fan for a very long time. In my opinion, um, it's getting a little repetitive. It's getting a little repetitive. I could literally, I could literally imagine how the embeddeds and countdowns would go, and they go exactly as my mind tells me. You know what I mean? It's them training in the gym. Them saying that they're in the best shape of their lives. Them saying that they're gonna beat them, and the fans stay tuned till Saturday. All this stuff, when in reality, we should get more interesting, intriguing, uh, I guess, highlights. Yeah, lacking lost interest. I just wait until midnight to catch highlights on YouTube. Yeah, man, I agree with you, Otis. You wouldn't be the last, and you wouldn't be the first. I'll tell you that much. There's a lot of people out there that were UFC fans, mixed martial arts fans, and it left a bad taste in their mouth, and people moved on. People moved on. And for a moment there, I'm not gonna lie, I moved on as well. But I stood there as a true fan, and I watched the struggles. I watched the successes. And right now, it just seems that they're stuck in a. They're just stuck. That's the best way that I could. That's the best way that I can explain it. You know, it's literally rinse and repeat. And I think they need to do another system. I would love to see maybe like a face-to-face interview where the fight, like both fighters sit here and they sit there, and then maybe Ariel Helwani sits in the middle, and you know they're talking, and Ariel Helwani is asking questions, right? That's intriguing. You know what I mean? That's intriguing. That's a little bit different from the embeddeds. That's a little bit different from the countdowns. You actually have both fighters sitting there, and yeah, talking to each other, looking at each other, you know, looking at each other breathe. You know, I think that's a little bit more intriguing and captivating and creative than just a countdown and an embedded. Because I'm getting a little tired of that. You know, and just like Dana White is tired of the ranking system, I'm tired of this rinse and repeat bullshit. You know what I mean? Real talk. Real talk. And like I said, the UFC is not promoting their fighters anymore like they used to. You know, really not. Ain't nobody on no Wheatie box. You know what I mean? Nobody on no Wheatie box. You know, it's a little bit different now. It's a little bit different now. But I don't understand because Dana White also said that he doesn't want the UFC to I guess be biased and have control over the rankings. But I guess they do need to have a system or AI system or whatever to basically fix this. What? What was that? I gotta check that out. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, guys. Thank y'all so much. Like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Really. But I wonder how that what does that consist of? You know, because Dana White is like, oh, we're gonna have a meeting about the pound for pound rankings. I mean, who do you have a meeting with about that? You know what I mean? Because I mean, yeah, the media is the ones who control that. But how do you have a meeting about something like that? Yeah, the fighters most likely try to fight each other during the interviews, and, get the ratings up. Anthony Pettis, person on the Wheaties box. Yeah, man. Yeah, Anthony Pettis was the last person on the Wheaties box. You know what I mean? And yeah, you know, maybe the fighters won't fight each other during the interview, but it'll get hot. You know what I mean? They'll have moments in that interview where it'll get hot and it'll get heavy, and you can feel the tension and the energy, and you can feel it through the screen. You know, so I think that's intriguing. That's intriguing. I think, like I said, it'll be creative. It'll be different. You know, I just remember who was it? It was Mazarov and Darren Till, who they had their face off, and it wasn't. It was like an interview, like a face-to-face interview type of situation. And I thought that was so epic. I thought it was different. You got to see really into both of their characters and who they are as fighters. So I thought that was a good look. And again, I I don't I don't know necessarily what could and would succeed, right? Dana White and the UFC knows what succeeds, and I guess the rinse and repeat method, is bringing them successes. So they can't complain, but as a viewer, I can complain. I really can. John Jones DC was a prime example. Jones DC was a prime example. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, guys, like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, man. I appreciate you guys. Really do. Really do. And when it comes to John Jones, he'll be fighting Stipe, November 16th, I believe. He'll be fighting Stipe Miocic. It's gonna be a good fight. I'm not really excited to see that fight. I haven't. It's just because, We're talking about an older Stipe here. But this Saturday, just made a video about it. We have Francis Ngannou coming back fighting MMA against Ferreira, and I think that's going to be a terrific fight. Just because Ferreira is such a freak of a human being, 6'8", super athletic. The guy could do backflips. So this is going to be a terrific fight. If you're going to watch anything this Saturday, watch the Francis Ngannou versus Ferreira fight. Hey man, you stay up. I'm gonna roll out. Hey, you have a good one, Otis. You have a good one, man. Stay blessed. Thank you for chatting with me on the chats. I appreciate you. All right. But yeah, guys, I'm about to get out of here soon too. Here in the next few moments. But I do want to say, I want to leave you with this. I thought it was intriguing that, you know, I guess the Contender Series can't be consistent, and the reason why the Contender Series can't be consistent is because they don't have enough. They don't have enough fighters to be on the Contender Series. I thought that was intriguing. You know what I mean? I wonder why there's not enough fighters that can be on the Contender Series. Maybe not enough experience. Maybe just, you know, the fighters that Dana White is looking for, they're not out there. You know, guys with characters and charisma, and not only that, they can fight. But I thought that was intriguing, just because the Contender Series is a good show. I really like that show. It's a good show, and they've really been bringing out some top contenders and top competitors into the UFC. You know what I mean? But I also want to see what they're gonna do with the Ultimate Fighter. I want to see what they do with the Ultimate Fighter. Who's gonna be the next coaches for that? The last one was a great Ultimate Fighter. It was Grasso and Valentina. You know, two great champions. Got to see them coach. But I wonder who's next, you know, to coach that, and how that's gonna go. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, guys. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you from the bottom of my corazón. Thank you so much. But yeah, guys. And for those, you know, for people saying that, you know, Conor McGregor, you know, he's gonna fight in the UFC and he's potentially gonna fight Darren, or not, Darren Till, not Darren Till, Dan Hooker. I think that's baloney. I think that's bullshit. He's not fighting anybody. He's waiting for that contract clause to kick in so he can get out of the UFC. That's my opinion towards that. Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. All right, like and subscribe. I'm about to get off here soon. All right, been on here for 18 minutes. I'm probably gonna get out of here soon. So, but let me see something. Let me see something here. I know the UFC have a. Oh, okay, yeah. This week they have an event here. Rob Font is fighting. Charles Johnson is fighting. I mean, yeah, they have a good little event here, but it's not going to be as good as the PFL. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. It is not going to be as good as the PFL. But this UFC 308 card is not to miss. All right, it is not to miss. You cannot miss this card. There's a lot of good fighters on here. All right. Headliner is El Topuria, the champion, versus Max Holloway, the champion for the BMF belt. Co-main event, Robert Whittaker, Khamzat Chimaev. It's going to be a great night, man. It really is. It really is. That's the one. That's the one that I say that might be a great card to remember. UFC 308. Real talk. Real talk. Well, guys, y'all have a good one. Y'all have a blessed one. All right, I'm going to leave you there. I got to go. I would have stood longer, but you know how this goes, man. You know how the cookie crumbles. Y'all, what are you doing on the other screen? What am I doing on the other screen? I'm just looking for information. Just looking for information. Just looking at other talking topics and whatnot. That's all. But yeah, guys, y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. You already know. I'll see you next time.